Okay, guys. So hopefully better. I don't know. It seemed to be having trouble with the live feed for some reason. I don't know. I apologize. It keeps going out. We'll give this a try for as long as it'll let me. Um, let's see. Looks like it's still there. Okay. So first of all, I just wanted to thank everybody for all your well wishes and your thoughts and your prayers while I was in the hospital. Really meant a lot. Just didn't want to go forward, or I just kind of wanted to give up, and I would get a message or um, you know something funny from one of you, and it just really I apologize. This is keep going in and out. We'll try this for a few minutes. If it doesn't work, we'll have to redo this. So hope everybody's doing good. I'm going to start with Patty Krupke. I don't know if Patty's watching tonight. So Patty, I get this feeling this is dad that's coming through. I get two male energies, and I hear an accent of some sort, but there's a feeling that this is why they want you to continue on with what there's something you're working on, and they want you to continue on because of this sense of pride. So is there something that's going on right now, Patty, with your family, something that's family oriented? And it seems like there's a lot of discussion family wise about whatever this is that's going on. But for you, it's important that you stick to your guns and know that your feelings that you're having about this are valid, and that you have the right to feel the way that you're feeling. I get that you're the oldest, either figuratively or actually, but you have a lot of responsibility. It's important that you take some time for yourself, and you've been taking on the brunt of this whole situation, whatever this is, and know that things are going to calm down for you soon. Okay? But I think the biggest thing is the challenge. There's a lot of people involved. I think that's the challenge. Okay? Evelyn Valentine. I'm not sure if you're on here yet, but hopefully you're watching. So I get a lot of stuff going on for you, Evelyn. I don't like to use the word nonsense, but it feels like, to you it feels like this. Why is this happening? Why is this going on? I need you to sort some of it out. I need you to kind of step away from the people and things that are no longer contributing to your well-being, because I have a feeling there's a core group of people that are not really contributing for you, because you're very to things, you're very attached to things, to the people and the situations. But I think the important thing is to figure out what the benefit is for you, but when it's that personal, you do need to look at and see what am I getting out of this? What is keeping me here? And I don't want you to be afraid. I don't want you to let fear keep you chained to the things that are best to let go of. Okay? I get that there's a person involved in this. I get that there's kind of a touchy situation. But I think you have the class to handle this in a good way. Make sure that everybody is happy with the outcome. I hope that makes sense. So that's for you, Evelyn. Mary, can you just let me know how's... You could just text me and let me know. I could try a different location, perhaps. I don't know. But let me try moving this way. I don't know. All right. Hi, everybody. I see some more people hopping on. Thank you all for watching. Like I said, so many people responded and asked this again. If I don't get to you tonight, I will get to you. Okay? So Susan Johnsey, I think I'm saying that correctly. So, Susan, I was sitting here. I feel so much better now. I feel so much better now. And this is a female who's around you. And she talks about feeling better. Almost where she must have been almost crippled. I don't know if this was some kind of like MS or if this was arthritis or something. It's something debilitating, but it just feels very crippling. But she talks about being free of her physical limitations now, and they don't weigh her down. Okay? Pain is connected to her physical body. So she's no longer connected to that. So she's free of pain. But she talks about you needing to know that it's okay for you to have some fun now because you gave up a lot to your mom. And she talks about being forever thankful for what you did, but now's the time for you to allow yourself to have some fun, okay? I know we worry if their physical limitations have carried over, and they don't. They don't carry over. They're free. They have no pain. They're fine. Okay. Ronnie Anger Gerhardt. Ronnie, we have choices, right? We have choices in life. And this is a good message for everybody, okay? And even for myself. We have free will, right? Okay, so I feel like I need to tell you that you need to choose love in this circumstance, okay? I think right now it's hard for you to feel like that would be the right choice because there's some deep down hurt involved that goes along with the situation, but it's important that you look beyond what is happening right now and take the root of compassion and love, okay? When we choose love, we welcome abundance and love into our lives as well, and it's not that we're condoning, but we're giving them compassion, okay? And I think that you just need to remember that love unites us, okay? I know you. Let me try. I'm gonna try moving this just a little bit to see if you're giving me a hard time tonight. I apologize. Okay, so Magdalena, I know you've been going through a lot lately, health-wise. Health-wise, you've been going through some stuff, and you've been taking it like a trooper. You've just been really kind of going with the flow, you know, and you've smiled your way through everything, even when deep down inside you weren't feeling very strong. And I keep hearing it's okay for you to cry, that the tears are how your soul washes away your pain, your fear, your impurities, and it's healthy. Your loved ones will understand this. And you're trying so hard to be strong, and you don't always have to be the strong one. Is this your grandmother that talks about the dress with the veil? Wedding, some kind of, I don't know if it's like a festival or something, but it's red and black, but there's a veil with it. And know that she looks out for you. Keeler Charles. Let's see if you're there. So I get you've been making a lot of decisions lately. A lot of decisions are coming your way. You've been very patient, and you're kind of at your wit's end, but in a good way. Okay, so you've kind of had enough, but this is a good thing because this is pushing you to make the changes that you've been mulling over in your mind. Yourself and trust the feeling that you're feeling right now, because this is going to lead you in the right direction. Know that things are working in your favor, and if you don't see that right now, you have to realize that things are always working behind the scenes, right? There's always something happening that are bringing the people and the situations and things that you need to you, okay? So keep your energy positive and stay focused on where you want to end up, and don't get stuck on where you are right now, okay? And disappear. Guys, give me 1 second. Let me just try this. Let me just try something. And we'll see if maybe this gets better. All right, let's see. I don't know. I moved closer to the window. I don't know if that helps or not. But when I was sitting here and I was trying to get a message for you, I immediately heard there's no more struggle. There's no more struggle. And this is a young girl, and she keeps talking about how her daily life was such a struggle. Okay, and she says she tried hard to be happy, but it was impossible. Feels like a really heavy, dark cloud. Okay, and you've had a hard time with this passing. You must have been close with this person, but she's free now. But she wants you to focus on that. And also she's being funny, and she's being kind of cute and teasing, telling you to calm down on the fall decorating. So I don't know if you were kind of like just, I don't even know if that's a word, but I just feel like you're kind of going nuts with the fall decorating. So she's kind of like, take it easy. So I would love to know if that's true. Deborah, this is not going to be my friend tonight. I'm sorry, guys. Okay, so Deb, what are you overanalyzing right now? So I just get exhausted thinking about, like it's like, where do I go? What should I do? How do I do it? And I just get a lot of questions over and over in your mind. And I feel like you're exhausting yourself with all of these questions, okay? And um, you're going to feel a little bit better, okay? And it's okay to make a mistake. We all make mistakes. And what we do is to remain in that limbo, right? Because um, and the other part of this is that change is inevitable for all of us, and guys, a lot of times when I'm giving somebody a reading, a lot of these messages can be for us, okay, for individuals. We could all learn something, and I learn from you guys when I do these readings. Believe me, I learn a tremendous amount of things. That the previous Deb Jones, the previous message was for you. If you need me to repeat it, I will. Okay. But Deborah, I wanted to finish up by saying that change is inevitable, right, for all of us. And if we learn to being pushed into instead of fighting it, that we might discover something good, right? We all fear change, but we also don't like to live in that limbo. Limbo is not a good place. Take some time and make a decision, and then remember, you can always change course if you need to. Okay. If anybody didn't hear the whole thing, I know, I apologize. This is cutting out. I apologize. I will gladly message you. Okay. So if you only hear part of it or whatever, just message me and I will gladly type it up for you and send it. Okay. All right. So Tony Ann Petrozellis. I'm not really sure. I feel like this is something you're wanting the answers right now, but this is a time when you have to step back and let things reveal themselves to you, okay? And this feels family related, and I feel like this is starting to take a toll on you. You keep second guessing yourself, and that has to stop. This is your dad who passed, I believe, and he says to stop it. You did exactly what he wanted. Does that make sense? You did exactly what he wanted, okay? Haley or Hallie, I don't know who that is, but I keep hearing that. And know that you did just fine, and stop, because that's holding you back from moving on, okay? This is more about the other person. This is more about the other person than you, okay? And this person is making it about themselves. Jur Crin. So, Jur, I get a lot of energy around you. I get that you've been very busy. I get that you're ready to take this whole thing, okay? You're wanting some movement in the situation. There needs to be discussion, though, and there needs to be honesty on all sides of all people involved. Again, and we all do, right? We think of the situation over and over in our head, right? And I know I've said this before. We can write our own stories in our heads. We can write chapters that aren't ever going to happen. We could build it up in our head, and we scare ourselves into not doing anything or in doing something out of fear. Okay, so remember, the feeling of moving forward is spirit telling you that it's time to evolve. Okay, so don't get they don't want you to get too comfortable where you are. There's more for you out there. Okay, and you have to trust it and just keep moving forward in a way that is comfortable for you. Okay, and you're gonna be fine. Okay, but I think it's time. I think you're feeling that. Okay, let's do Judith Marie. Judith Marie. So I keep hearing, it doesn't have to do with food at all, but I'm going to use a saying. I can't believe I ate the whole thing. And I've said that before when I get the feeling that you or go on, I feel like this has to do with something that you feel that you accepted a situation without question. Like you kind of just accepted the whole thing without any questions. And I feel like you're kind of beating yourself about it. And I don't want you to do that. It's okay for you to be upset for a little while, but it's more important to learn the lesson and move on. Okay? People's motives are not always clear, right? Your motives may have been pure and coming from a good place, but the other person either wasn't ready to accept that or they were just not in the same place, right? And you have to understand that a person can only meet you, that they can only meet you from a place where they're at. So you could have been coming from a place of love and acceptance, and a person will only see what they want to see, okay? One thing I've learned is that if a person has judgment about you, and I know we're all guilty of this. We make a judgment about something or someone, right away. We don't see past that, right? We just don't allow ourselves because we've already made up. It's also important that you continue. Don't get stuck there waiting for them to catch up with you, because they might not. They might not catch up to you ever. Okay? So I think just keep doing what you're doing. Holly Modeleski, I don't know if you're on here. Holly Modeleski Beam. So let's see. I get just like the weight of the world on your shoulders. And it's really not all yours to bear. It's okay to share the load. And I feel like that's very hard for you because you feel very responsible for everybody. I feel like there's a situation that you need to forgive, realizing that you're not or never were responsible for the situation or what happened. And forgiving doesn't mean, again, you don't condone what the person did or what was done, but you give compassion for the hurt or confusion that the person was going through, okay, when they made their own decisions. But choosing to be happy and taking steps every day towards that goal is going to make forgiving easier. You take on so much responsibility for everybody. And I know this personally too. So Hallie's a wonderful person, but it's okay to take a chance on yourself, and you're going to be fully supported for that. Okay. So, that's for Holly. Doreen Sherman. I apologize. It's not a very big message, but I feel it's important that I need to say this, that in order to heal it, you have to feel it. And I know that sucks. And the only way is through. And I feel like today you needed to hear that, and just to realize that this is just temporary and that some days are going to be harder than others. But just kind of see it through and focus on the positive things. But it is going to get better. Okay. Emily Rusilio Marshall. Okay. Emily, I'm getting that you really need to bring some fun into your life. You're juggling things right now. You're great at doing all of this. It's a good thing. I feel like there's some opportunity your way, but with that being, enjoying what you're doing, it's going to suck all the joy right out of you. So I want you to try and learn to make everything you do joyful. I know that's hard, but right every day, otherwise, play music when you clean, or you're doing chores, buy yourself flowers when you go to the supermarket. Just a small gesture to make your day. And Emily, I also feel like I need to say to you that it's okay for you to have opposing goals and feeling avoidable. When you must interact with them, try to interact in ways that minimize the drama. Okay, focus on the solutions with them. Keep it light and optimistic, and get clear about what does and doesn't matter. Okay, it's a chance for you to expand your people skills. Okay, and maybe they might learn. I don't know. We'll see. But good luck with that. Vanessa Glon. I don't know if you're on here, Vanessa. And again, guys, I apologize for this cutting in and out. I don't know what's going on. I've been having all sorts of weird electrical phenomena happening around me. I will gladly message you your reading, okay? It's not a big deal. Vanessa, so I get you've been doing a lot lately for everyone, and it feels like it's not a good way for me to describe it, that you're feeling left behind or let down. I know when you do things, you do it out of love, right? And you're doing them because you want to. It's to the point now, though, that where people expect, you tend to go over the top. You tend to do more than what's expected, right? So when you decide to pull back a little bit, and maybe you don't even decide to pull back, maybe something happens you don't have the time or whatever, but you pull back, and people tend to get a little upset with that, because then that's when they realize that you're not there. And I think you need someone to do a little something for you right now. And giving, right? At some point, we just have nothing left to give. I don't want you to stop being the caring person that you are and the loving person that you are. And I don't think that you could stop doing that anyhow, but I want you to allow yourself to take in goodness from others. It's really important. So I just want you to find ways to know. Okay, Kathleen Cadella. I don't know if Kathleen's on there. You guys are diehards. Thank you guys for sticking through this. I know this in and out is terrible. I did a reading for you, hon. I don't know. You might have missed it, but I can send it to you. Kathleen Cadella, I get you're indecisive right now, and this indecisiveness is holding you back. It's kind of keeping you. I want you to stop trying to please everybody around you, okay? Because you're feeling trapped, and you're feeling trapped between what you think you should do and what you want to do. And now is the time for you to take action. The moment that you trust yourself and you take that step forward, you're going to feel so much better, right? We talk about that a lot, being indecisive and being afraid and not trusting ourselves and ourselves in this place, this place of doubt. But when you trust your intuition, you bring yourself to the right choice, right? And you know what's right for you. This situation that's going on with you, it requires that you look out for your own needs. Okay, don't over analyze or ignore and get rid of the negative Nellies. I call them. Don't focus on things that make you unhappy. Focus on positive outcomes and envision what you want to manifest. And that's good advice for everybody, right? Stop focusing on the negative. Focus on the positive. What you want to manifest for the future. Okay, there's a lot of melodramatic people around you, and we see this more and more today. There's people who just want the drama, and it's just going to contribute to the anxiety that you're feeling. So better days are coming, okay, but you need to take control of the situation. Holly Chevet. This one was Holly. I would love to, but I feel like this is the basic message for you at this point is that, you're going to be going through some stuff. You're going to be going through a storm. And I know that I've used this analogy before, but you need to prepare for the storm, okay? What do you do when you prepare for a storm when you know there's a storm coming, right? You prepare, you strengthen your reserves, you batten down the hatches, right? Totally using metaphors. You could rely on faith, right? Building your skills and knowledge base so that you can be confident in what you do, okay? When you know that you have a strong foundation, right, or you have guidance from faith or knowledge and understanding, you can navigate better, right? You feel more confident navigating the storm. I think you're going to be coming out of this stronger and smarter. A few scrapes and bruises, but nothing bad. And I think that you're going to be finding some things, and you're going to be able to handle it. I think you already have some of this information, but you've been afraid to look at it at face value. What is happening right now is leading you to a better place. And I don't want you to be afraid to let go of a situation the situation that you've outgrown. And clearly, you are a beautiful, kind person, and you will get through this. And you just need to keep your heart open and don't let this experience harden you. Okay? Just know that I'm here for you. I'm here for you if you need to talk every step of the way, okay? Okay, let's see. I have a couple more, so we'll do a couple more, buddy. I didn't get to everybody on the list, and I think tonight it doesn't want to cooperate with us, so probably would have been really hard to get through everybody. But I'm going to do a couple more while we're here. So I get Danico. Okay. So I get this is the end of. It feels like there was some kind of a codependency. Kind of makes me a little nervous, but it because it feels like it was somebody that was kind of draining the energy out of you. That you're going to get that may be difficult for you to hear, but I think that you could speak the truth with kindness, and you know, you are always a curious person, and I feel like you could pick up. You're very logical and realistic, and keep your emotions fairly guarded. But I also think you speak without thinking sometimes. So you need to try to focus on how to deliver the message. Um, and again, it's holding you back. Endings can be sad. Yeah, absolutely. Sometimes they can be a relief. Change is healthy and necessary. And you've known for some time that this had to change, but you've been unable or unwilling to cut the okay? Um, let's see. Let's do Teresa Faraci. Teresa Faraci. Hi, Yvonne. I know very bad connection all around. It's very bad. I'm so sorry. I appreciate you guys sticking it out, though, with me. It means a lot to me. And we'll figure this out. So, Teresa, I get you're feeling a sense of gratefulness. You're feeling very grateful for things. But you're worried. You're worried about so many things. Trust that things are all working out in your favor for your good and the good of your family. And it's okay to feel safe and to trust that things will be okay. You worry because and that's hard for some people sometimes to accept all that, okay? We have to enjoy. It's important that you take care of yourself. Teresa, work on the things that are important to you, okay? Because the worry is tiring, and the worry is taking away from time that you could be spending on strengthening yourself, and it's time for you to move forward. So I'm going to do one more. Let me see. I'm going to do Janet Trujillo. I'm going to do Janet. I don't know if she's on here. It's a pretty short. It's about demands for you. It feels like you've been getting quite a few demands on your time, and quite frankly, I feel like, I don't know that I would like it, but the feeling I get from it. I keep hearing the word indignant, and I'm trying to figure this out. Maybe that's not a good word. I don't know, but it feels indignant. They deserve all of this. So people cannot demand things of you, okay? Why are they so willing to demand from you, and why are you so willing to accommodate, right? Because this is causing, I feel like it's threefold. There's you, there's this person, and then there's another person, but and the observer is kind of being put off by it. You know, bottom line, are the demands unrealistic? And you're one person, you can't do everything. Is this related? You know, it feels like work related, like somebody's almost trying to take advantage of a situation. So yeah, I just want you to kind of look out for yourself. Being that the internet does not want to cooperate with us tonight, I'm going to keep this short. If you didn't get your total message, just message me and I'll send it to you. Not a big deal. I apologize for the in and out here. Hopefully I'll find a better spot next week. I'm going to do this again, though, in a couple days. So, guys, leave me your questions. If I didn't get to you, and thank you again for your love and support. I totally appreciate it, and I hope you stick around. Okay? Good night.